Hey guys, it's Walking Med, and today we're going to be talking about the latest episode of The Walking Dead and just talking about it. So let's begin with the first scene with Richard, Benjamin, Ezekiel, and the Saviors, Morgan, all of them. So we had this fight that broke out after the asshole Savior was being an asshole to Richard and was asking for his gun. And the annoying thing is, you just know that soon we're gonna see all of these assholes that are in it. There's being loads now of the Saviors. You've got Negan, Dwight, and then you'll have some that are big, but you recognise them, like the one who was talking to Enid in episode 4, and the black one who was beating up Aaron, him, the lady who's there as well, who's going to be in the next episode, who fancied Spencer, and a couple others. We're gonna start to actually see in like season 8 them just all just gradually be killed. Not all, but a lot of them be killed. And then those ones that see Ezekiel, those ones as well, gradually. But Ezekiel, when is he actually gonna join Rick? Because Richard obviously wanted them. What did Richard actually want? I'm not completely sure. He wanted somehow the Saviors to go. He wanted to somehow lure them by killing zombies, lure the Saviors all the way to Carol's house. So then they'd kill Carol, and Ezekiel would then say, Christ, now we can, now after that's happened, that they've just killed Carol. Christ, now we have to fight them, because I've just realised that was Richard's plan. But Daryl stopped him, which is good. It was a desperate act, and it wasn't a good one. So Daryl stopped him. But when will Ezekiel change? Well, episode 11 and 12, the synopsis isn't really much about the kingdom. But episode 13 is things do not go as planned when a group of kingdomers delivers good to the Saviors during a routine supply drop-off. So we might start to see, if episode 13 is things not going to plan, Ezekiel may change his mind about episode 14 and 15, and probably 14, and then we'll have the last couple of them actually preparing for war, and mostly everybody being happy about it. So I think that soon, obviously they have to join Rick, sometime, and it kind of has to be in this series to fit the structure. So it'll probably be like episode 14. So that was and you've seen Daryl meet Carol for the first time in ages. It's actually almost a whole season since they've actually seen each other. But the actors, it was really good as well. And obviously Daryl told Carol that no one was hurt, which she may believe. Well, she probably does believe, but she might not. There's always that chance, because she obviously saw right through Ezekiel, and she's the only one who has. So she's clever for that. But she probably does believe Daryl, though. Anyway, so them meeting each other was good, and then Daryl obviously left again. I'm not sure where he went. He may have gone back to the kingdom, and should should Daryl have told Carol? Yes, I think so, because because Norman Reedus said on the show she's in a bad state, and that's what she needs to hear. So I agree with him. I think Daryl should have said that. Also in Talking Dead, they had this thing, this poll thing. Should Rick trust the junkyard? And I think about 3/4 of the people put no, but I think yes. I mean, yeah. I think that they just needed him to prove himself, and that's the hardcore surviving, doing things that aren't good to live, to survive, and that's how they're still alive, by doing things like pushing him down that junk hill and then having him almost die, or maybe indirect, well, kind of directly killing him almost. If he did die, it would have been their fault. But you've got to do things like that now, in the world that they're in. Anyway, yeah. So when so then we saw Rick kill that massive zombie. So I did say that it's probably going to be involved somehow. That Rick, yeah. I think I was good with the predictions, because I said that Rick is, this whole episode is going to be looking at Rick proving himself to the junkyard. That's what I said, and that's what we saw. And then at the end, them saying, "Yeah, okay, now we can try to work together." So obviously Rick needs to get their needs to give them guns. I think, don't really know why that should be done, but yeah. Anyway. Also, I did say that I thought that the person who was after Gabriel, who the one with the boots, and the binoculars, and at the beginning of the episode 9, the salute thing in the car, I did actually guess that that was Tamiel, or Tamiel. I think it's Tamiel. Yeah, Tamiel. I guessed that that was her, and it was, because they actually did say on our Talking Dead that it is her, because I thought, right, it has to be a top member, and there's only 3 of them. There's Brion, there's Jadis, and there's Tamiel. And it can't be Jadis, because you just cannot see the main person there just leaving and just going off and far away just to follow a couple of people. You can't see them doing that. And even more so even more unlikely for Brion, because that just couldn't happen. Brion is about 60 years old. He's a man, and yeah, he definitely can't go running around, jumping about. And obviously from the bits we did see, it looked like it couldn't have been Brion, because the hand wasn't all wrinkly. And I thought, Tamiel, yeah, it was her. And I was right, it was her. But I thought the episode was good. So what's going to happen in the future? We're going to see. Next episode, we're going to be looking at the Sanctuary. It could be a whole episode on that. I'm not sure. I don't actually want it to be, because since episode 9, I've been actually seeing what I've been missing. Non-episodes that are just focused on one area. Because that's pretty much what all of the ones in the first half were, apart from 3. But now we're actually seeing loads of stuff happening. Like Rick being able to go to the Kingdom, the Hilltop, and Alexandria all in one episode. And then the Junkyard in one episode. And do other things on a road, and basically slice through about 1,000 zombies as well. So maybe not 1,000, probably like a couple hundred. So I think in episode 13 we are gonna see some Kingdomer die, because we have Ben, Richard, Jerry. You know, one of those three is probably gonna die. Who would it be? It could be Richard. I'm not sure. They could have this thing where he's like dying, and he just said like, oh, he's basically like gonna die in like a minute, and then he's talking to Ezekiel. He's being shot. He's being taken back to the kingdom. Things have died down. He's just clinging on to life, and then he's saying his last wish is just please. He's obviously saying it in like a croaky voice, like please just fight the saviors, and then he dies, and then Ezekiel's like, yeah, we have to fight them now. I suppose you could say like a little bit like Rocky 2. Have you ever seen that when Nick's on there and he goes win, and then you actually see Rocky train hard, and then he does go and actually wins. That could be they could do that with Richard, like he's dying and he's saying come on fight them, and then they actually go into all out war. They actually march to war, Ezekiel, and goes to fight. Because yeah, I could see Richard dying. I've actually got him in my death predictions. I think Richard's gonna die. I think that could happen. Maybe Ben, but I think he'll go on for longer. So I'll just guess Richard. But yeah, not yet though. We're gonna have episode 11. We're gonna have the Sanctuary now. Then 12, probably Tara thinking like, should I tell them about Oceanside? Maybe they might even go there. Who knows? But there's loads of things to come. The junkyard, should they be trusted? Yes. They're going to help them in all out war. They're going to be on the good team. So with the Oceanside, because let's face it, guys, there can't be a team now that's going to go against them, because it'll just ruin the structure thing. Even if it's just like 10 minutes, you can't have that, because it's putting our minds on something else when it should be on every single team against them. I don't think there's any team they're going to come across now who are going to be evil or against them. Maybe for like a little bit, but that's just them being cautious and testing them. The Ocean side, they're obviously really cautious as well, but they just, when they tried to kill Tara, they seem evil, not good, but they aren't really, are they? That's just, they're just being extra cautious by trying to kill her, even though it's horrible. They have to do things to live, you know. I mean, all of their males were killed by the saviors, so they have to be cautious, you know. In this world, who's to say the Tara wasn't the governor, or Negan just coming in acting nice, and then he kills them all, you know. So I think when they actually go, when all of them go there, I think what we'll see is them being cautious but being good in the end. Ocean side. Eugene as well, he's at the sanctuary. We're going to see him living there next, because it's called Hostiles and Calamities, and it says Alexandrian discovers they must navigate the mysterious, confusing and terrifying world within the Saviour's compound. That's obviously Eugene, so we're going to see him then. It's going to be good. I think I'll end it now. this video. So guys, like, comment, sub, share. Enjoy The Walking Dead. I'll see you soon. Oh, actually, I might just say this. I didn't notice this when I was doing that video of the upcoming issues. I didn't actually notice this. But next week is March the well, no, in the next week or two is going to be March the 1st, when we actually get issue 165. But I didn't actually notice. I think this is going to happen. I think that they're actually going to do this. But I think April the 5th is going to be issue 166. And of course, next month is, I mean, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. No, it is, isn't it? Because I was thinking that next month's March. I was thinking that it was 2 months, and I'm so confused. I was thinking that 2 months was going to be the next issue, but it's not, is it? April is after March. But I was thinking that we get the next issue, and then we have to go through next month being March, and then the month after being April. But of course, we get issue 165 on March the 1st. So we're already in March. Sorry guys, I'm happy. It's gonna be April the 5th. I hope I didn't send a question to Travis Chan saying, oh, it's gonna be 2 months, because I would have sounded like a complete idiot. Anyway guys, like, comment, sub, share, and keep on walking.